Welcome back to the Dev Show, everyone. I'm super excited today. I'm here with local Louie. You'll know Louie if you're from the Niagara region and you attend local events. We're here in the studio for the first ever in-house interview. It's a little awkward, but as we go along, we're going to get a neat setup with more than one mic. I just only have one because I've only ever needed one, but Louie, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be your first guest in here in the first in-house interview. That's awesome. Thank you for inviting me on the show.
Yeah, no, I mean, I appreciate you coming on. I did do an interview with you a little while back, and I have not sent you the audio for it. Still, to this, it's...
It better
that's
be on
my
the
bad.
way. It's
on the way.
Mail. It's in the mail. You know what? The pigeon is still flying. It will arrive very soon, so I know it's coming. So
yeah,
whenever you're ready, we got that.
But so I asked you to bring a sticker with you of your choice. It's okay that you didn't.
I know.
We'll get one eventually.
I have stickers, not my own. I want to give you my own, so I'm waiting until I get my own.
Yeah.
And then I was going to give you my own sticker, but I might have one or two in the car. I don't know.
Thing is it's for the wall, right? This is the sticker wall.
Wow.
It's my old desk, and it was actually like a big drafting desk, and I started putting stickers on it. So when we decided to get rid of it, I couldn't let go of the top because, not gonna lie, that is over $100 in stickers.
I really like the stickers that you already got on there. I do have some at my house that I will definitely add to there. I was on the go today, so.
No, it's cool. I mean that's the thing we want. Next time you come on, or even I'll just make sure that we get you putting them on. And
you better.
And any guest that comes in.
I'll write the LL on there for you, the local Louie signature.
You can. Yeah. You know what? Holy, I haven't even thought about that. Writing on it.
Yeah.
Write on it.
Sign it.
Wait, let's get you to write on it.
Get someone to sign on it.
Is black okay for you?
Black's okay.
Can you hold the mic?
Yeah, I can hold it.
Oh no.
Want to know the funniest thing? When I was on set, I parked in a parking lot and a homeless person rummaged through my car and stole everything that I don't need, but it's everything I need miscellaneously.
Really?
Everything good in my car still was there. Everything miscellaneous was missing.
Okay, we're gonna cut to you signing that
Whenever you get a marker.
in a little bit. So let's move on. I wanted to start today off because you're known as local Louie around the Niagara region, and that is mostly because of the events you attend and cover on your platform.
Yeah.
I wanted to know because you're still not old. How old are you?
I'm only 28. I'm turning 29.
Okay, so you're 28, right?
Yeah.
So when you started all of this, you were probably my age or younger.
Well, yeah, the thing is, basically when I was younger, I went out everywhere and saw all the local things because my family owned a lot of businesses. So they were all around Clifton Hill and in the tourist areas and stuff like that. So at a very young age, I got familiar with the city and familiar with the town and what spots are fun, where you could have fun. My main thing as a kid, I always wanted to have fun. Like as a kid, whatever you could do is just, I want to do this, I want to do this. Like you should have just called me Wanna, because I just wanted to do everything. Just like our boy from Euphoria, Wanna. He's a good guy.
Wanna local Louie.
Yeah.
Local Louie wants to.
Wants to do everything. So I grew up. I was born and raised here in Niagara Falls. My family, they own restaurants right on Victoria Avenue. So ever since I was in diapers, I've been in the restaurants. It was a little bit of fine dining too, so I grew up a little bit on fine dining. So learned the palates pretty easy. I got a good palate.
Yeah.
Learned how to cook really young. Italian, so we have a lot of Italians in the city. So.
Oh yeah, there's a major Italian population here.
Exactly. So I'm related to half of Niagara Falls is the running joke. So that's how I know everyone. That's how local Louie kind of started off, because if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't be anywhere near I am today, especially. And I always try to repay my family, and so I do that. And I kind of consider Niagara Falls as my family now. More people that I meet off the streets, on Queen Street, everywhere, they turn into your family. Those friends turn into your family, and you always want to take care of your friends. You always want to take care of your family. So local Louie is me trying to give back to the community.
That's awesome, man. I couldn't have put it better myself. Yeah. I'm also all about going to events, and when I was young, I can relate to what you're saying because I always wanted to have fun. Yeah. And I didn't go to a Comic-Con until I think I was probably 12.
Wow.
Right?
I was 18 for mine, so.
Well, I mean, hey, yeah. but still, that was when I first realized that, okay, this is where I need to be, and I probably can make a living having fun.
Yes.
And so how did you start to navigate the process of, okay, how do I even begin?
Yeah, like there's ways, like if you're going with the monetization route or making a living off this. For me, it started off with volunteering my time. You have to like kind of look at it like an internship. So while I owned and operated and managed Gino's Pizza with my family, Tom, my cousin Tom, and we ran that for like the last 9 years. So that gave me like a good little business sense of what to do behind the cameras and behind the scenes. And then I wanted to find an outlet where I could volunteer my time to help out the community any way I could. And I reached out to Sherry from mainly Niagara, and we went and we met for coffee, and we kind of came up with this idea and this kind of moniker and what I could do to help her company and what she kind of could fit me in. And that was the live events, because I play music. I've been to a million concerts, been to a million shows. I know what's fun around the city, so I know where to go to. I know all the food spots too. So anywhere that she wanted to send me, I would go. She was essentially my first agent I ever had, was Sherry Hawkins from mainly Niagara. And started off with me volunteering my time. And then from me volunteering my time, I ended up being on the Livestream Niagara show, the first iteration of it. David Green hosted it, and we had a...
You know what's crazy is... This is so crazy because I came on to one of those... I came on to, I think, more than one of those live streams.
Yeah, you've had to.
Mainly... Yes, I did. I 100% did. And that might also be where I first kind of heard of mainly Niagara, but it was that and Showtime and you know, just all of the events, really.
Yeah, really. So that's how it started. So Kevin Jack was the one that produced Livestream Niagara. He used to be on 97.7. He's on radio for years, like decades. And he's very experienced. He has his own company called WeStream, and he used all his own technology. So he used WeStream to use his technology, and he produced the show. And David Green, unfortunately, couldn't host the future episodes, and Kevin Jack wanted to continue it. So I got a call from Kevin Jack immediately after the show, and he said, "Hey, would you like to be the host for the show, the Livestream Niagara? Like right now, I can't pay much. You just be volunteering your time, and you'd be giving back to the community, and everything that I stood for was an outlet in that show." So he virtually gave me my own talk show, which I held for like 6 to 12. I think it was almost a year. I did like 23 episodes over like 40 hours live on a camera without a script. There's no script. None of the shows were scripted. And it was a talk show where anyone could join with a Zoom room. It was just a live interactive show because there's a thing going on. The pandy, as the kids call it.
We're not going to say the word. Don't want a bot to pick up on it.
Exactly. And we got through that by using that as an outlet that people could talk about how they're handling everything and what they're doing and how they're keeping busy.
No, I think everybody in Niagara eventually got very, very tired of the situation that we were in.
Yeah.
But I can't say I've seen it anywhere else because I've only seen it where I live, but the community in Niagara really stood together and kind of grew together in a way that is pretty unique.
Yes. Yeah. I think the community all came together all at once. It took a little bit to come off the ground. Like a lot of people are still staying in and doing whatever they want, like just just handling it the way that they need to handle it, which is perfectly fine. And eventually everything just started slowly opening back up again. Everything started coming back along. I know I was in a dark place because a year without events, a year without doing everything I love.
Man, it was so hard.
It's a tough time, I think, for everyone. I think everyone went through a very tough time for that year, not just the Niagara region, around the world, even the places where it was open and not in the situation we were in. Everyone got hit by that, and it was
especially because of the Niagara Falls Comic-Con 10th anniversary was supposed to be in 2020.
And it got pushed. Everything just got pushed back 2 years. It was supposed to go back a year, and then it went back 2 years. So we lost 2 years, and I think the Niagara community is doing whatever it takes to make those 2 years up, and they're doing it very well. A lot of people. I'm out every single day, every single week. I'm out in the community, and I'm seeing everyone live again, and it feels amazing.
If you check, you said you checked out my video at Niagara Falls Comic-Con, and I featured not just cosplayers, but actual people who have shown support to the show, and I kind of made it a montage of I wanted to make it a touching montage because, we're back, we're here, we're back, and it's just so unbelievable how many emotions can ring high.
You never think in a million years that something like that could be taken away, and let alone be taken away for 2 years, and then for it to come back strong and not have any hitches or any problems or anything, and everyone was out. It was nice to see everyone finally in the community, because there's a big community.
Yeah.
You got your own community, then there's millions of community. Comic-Con's huge. To see everyone smiling and laughing, having a fun time again was truly amazing.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Okay, so let's keep it rolling here and move on to where you are now, because 2020, we've been talking for so long, like you said, for 2 years. We've always started the conversation with how have you been dealing? How have you been dealing? How has this been? Okay, so now starting in my voice is way louder. I need to bring the mic back here. Starting in 2022, March about. Where does your story go from there?
So my story goes, I finally made a decision to incorporate myself and actually turn local Louie into business, something that I can monetize. So in about March, I incorporated myself through like this website, and then I ended up learning the business aspect of things and how can I monetize local Louie and turn this into something that's profitable, something I could do for a living, where I could go to events and I could go do other things, and all put it under one local Louie umbrella. And so it's Local Louie Incorporated, and I used all my ventures, everything that I do, it's all under the Local Louie branch now. And then recently I just started pursuing acting. So I have a couple agents and they've been sending me roles and doing BG work, which is background, and a little bit of special background, which is I'm right in front of the camera. You're going to see me on TV. We're probably going to have to get into that now.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm going to reset the cameras and let's go. Okay, you told us what special background is. Tell us a little bit about, well, what it was like navigating those first experiences.
Well, it was really weird. It's to accept roles and get roles, and you have to be looking on point and stuff. So when you saw me last, I think for our interview, I had long hair. Just to get a role and just to get roles, right off the bat, the agent says we need you to be clean cut. So right off the bat, got the haircut, shaved everything off. So you are essentially, it's your body, it's your face, it's your spirit, your soul, your mind. They all have to be on point for you to get these roles and to do whatever you need to do to be an actor. And you got to just really put your luck and your fortune into some of the people you got behind you. You have to build a team, and once your team gets you those opportunities and gets you those spots, you end up pursuing your dreams. It was always my dream to be either in front of the camera or behind the camera or both. I always wanted to make movies. I always wanted to be either on screen or behind the camera. And now I finally get to live out those dreams, and it's cool that I get to do it all under this Local Louie branch and build not only a brand for myself, but also something that I could give back to the community with and help out with the community and donate potential earnings and stuff to mental health and stuff like that. So, acting has been really fun. I've actually done 4 roles since I've seen you last.
Wow.
I've been on See No Evil, which is a show on Investigation Discovery and Discovery Plus. You'll see me on season 8 of that, I think episode 13. And then I did Accused, which is a show coming out on Fox. That'll be also, I think, on Disney Plus. And that, I'm on episode 3 of season 1. You'll see me in that. And then I did Star Trek, Strange New Worlds.
That's the big one. I just worked with William Shatner too. Not with him, but in close proximity.
You got to meet him, and I wish I could have been there. I wish I could have told William Shatner that, hey, a kid from Niagara Falls is also on your show.
Yeah.
Not only is that the show, that's the prequel to William Shatner's Captain. It's Captain Pike. So it's the original vision of Star Trek, a pilot 6 years in the making. You'll catch me on season 2 of that, I think episode 8. So Star Trek was really fun. That was probably the experience of a lifetime. I love Star Wars, don't get me wrong, and I love Star Trek too. I didn't get into it until I had to do my research for this role, and I really fell in love with the show. It's one of the most watched shows on TV right now.
Oh, yeah.
98% on Rotten Tomatoes when I checked, which is really high. The visuals are unbelievable. It's one of the best looking shows I've ever seen. And then just recently, so I got a week off now. I'm taking a week off because the last 6 days I filmed a movie called Flint Strong, and it's grueling work. In those 6 hours, I spent 6 hours at the First Ontario Centre in Hamilton, and we filmed for 96 hours in 6 days. So 6 days, 96 hours. So it was a lot of work. I'm very exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. It was a very good learning experience, and the money will be good too. But But it will be mostly. I'm excited to. You'll see me right on the big screen now because that should be in theaters. If not, it'll be on all the streaming platforms as well. So you'll be seeing my face on the small screen and the big screen, and it all happened within the last 3-4 months.
Well, I gotta say, man. I mean, have you been interviewed by anybody yet?
You're the first one.
Well, I mean, your debut in acting, man, like that's wicked.
Acting interview.
I'm glad that we get to have it on here because the Dev Show is transforming into a space where I want to interview talent every year.
Yeah.
So if I could interview you next year and then the next year,
That'd be
you know,
great.
I've already been following some talent for up to 2 years
Yeah.
now.
Awesome.
So just keep going, see where you go.
Hey.
But no matter where you go, no matter how famous you become, you have to give me the interview, and you're saying it here on camera.
I will 100%.
All right, my hand's
Dev,
it's shaky.
It's okay. You're from Niagara Falls. I'm never, unlike the people, like, there's a lot of people there's a lot of talent here that's already made it. So we have, like, Joel Zimmerman, you have Deadmau5, you have Isabel Rezazada, that's Rez. You have James Cameron, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So you have, like, a bucket load of talent.
Is there Terminator behind you?
I think, maybe.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, they can't see that side.
You can't see.
Yep, it is. Terminator 1 and 2.
Some of the best movies ever made, and some of the best music ever created, and a lot of art and a lot of people have come out of Niagara Falls. The only thing is, a lot of those people, when they get the fame and they get the money, they leave or they contribute from far away. I don't plan on leaving. I plan on getting properties everywhere else and seeing the world and going global. You'll see global Louie soon. It's not going to be just local Louie, but the main thing is I'm going to come back here.
Rings.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Niagara Falls. I'm still going to stay here. This is my favorite. I've been everywhere. I've already seen a lot of things for 28 years old. I've lived a rock star life already by 28, but I would say I'm never going to leave this city because it's one of my favorite cities on the planet. I've been to a lot of cities, been to a lot of places, a lot of regions, and I could easily say Niagara Falls is one of my favorite regions in the entire world, and I don't plan on ever leaving it.
That's fantastic, and I think that's probably the best note that we could wrap on.
Yeah.
Really, truly do appreciate you coming on the show.
It's the first interview. You got the first interview in the spot.
Yeah.
First in-house interview. This guy's local too, so it's not just local Louie. Everywhere, every event that I'm at, sometimes I run into this guy, and he's doing it too. And I'm very, very happy that it's not just it's a community that's growing because it's not like a niche market, but it's just no one has the due diligence to do what we're doing, and we're putting in the time and the effort to put a spotlight on the community. And I think, like, I'm not trying to make it as a famous actor. If I do make it as a famous actor, that's cool. I'd rather be a famous director or a famous writer anyways. But either way, I would want my work to speak for myself because I would want my friends to have the spotlight because I do the same thing that you do. I interview talent. I interview people on my YouTube.
Yep.
And I want to put the spotlight on them and shine a light on them because they deserve to be recognized because we have a lot of talented people in this region and they all should be somewhere very, very high up. Like, if I have to get there first, I'll bring them all with me. Either write you into one of my movies or write some of my friends into my movie. Hey, Adam Sandler could do it. We could do it too.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. And Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Those guys. But
there's just people too, man. That's the
my
main
grandfather's name was Louie. I forgot to tell you.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And
that's the main thing about acting. Like, so 96 hours on set, Flint Strong. It's like a mini camp. It's like you're going to summer camp. Six days, 96 hours. You get to know people really fast. So, like, those are the behind the scenes that you don't see. Is like a group of people have to make that movie, and a group of people are spending X amount of hours with each other. So you learn everything there is to learn about someone sometimes if you spend that time with those people and you talk to them, and you meet some really fun people. And you make some really good memories you're never going to forget for the rest of your life. So I highly suggest you get into it. I highly suggest everyone that wants to pursue acting gets into it because it is a life-changing thing, and you meet life-changing people, and it's an experience of a lifetime.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
You're the best.
And I meant to say sweaty, not shaky. I'm not nervous. We're past that.
Thank you.